Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be doing a full face of p.louise makeup. So I hope you enjoy this. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and let's get started. So I've got you all zoomed in and ready to go, and like I said, we're going to be doing a full face of makeup from p.louise today. This was requested, however we don't have a foundation or concealer, so we'll be doing everything apart from that. Going to start off with my p.louise moisturiser as a bit of skin prep. So it's actually watermelon scented and it smells so good. You get so much product in here and a little bit does go a long way. So just got to apply some of this now. I actually really like the p.louise skin products. I'll be honest, I would never have bought any of them, but because I've got the p.louise budget box, because I get that every single month, I've had so many good bits that I found in there, so many different skin bits from p.louise that I would never have bought, but now they're like a staple in my routine, so I'm really glad that they've been in there, so I've kind of been able to try stuff that I would never have bought, but now decided I absolutely love. It's the same with the p.louise lip boxes, to be fair, the juice boxes. I would never have bought those, but I am so obsessed. I think they're so good. This is how it's looking, a nice natural glow, nice and hydrated. I'm going to just stick my foundation concealer on, then I'll be back. So I've got my base on now, and I use the Rare Beauty Under Eye Brightener, and then for my foundation I use the Revolution IRL foundation. It is so beautiful. Now it's time to go in with the rest of the p.louise products. For my bronzer, I'm going in with the Sometimes You've Got to Just Roll With It bronzer palette. When we open it up, it's got a little gingerbread inside. We've got a full-size mirror and then a little gingerbread inside, and it is so cute. I think the shade that I'm going to go in with is this one down here. So I'm just going to tap into that. It looks so pigmented. Tap that excess off. I'm just going to start here. I've never actually tried this one, so I'm quite, looking forward to trying it. That is really nice. It's very, very pigmented. So we're just going to have to blend it out a little bit more, but it is a really, really nice shade. That's actually such a nice bronzer palette. I've been really into like cream bronzers at the moment, not using powders as much lately, so this is really, really nice. I actually really like this. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I do. To be fair, I don't think I've ever tried a p.louise product that I don't like so far. They're all very, very good. I really want the AM to PM palette. That's like my next thing on my wish list from p.louise. I really like that. This is how it's looking. I really, really like that. It's so nice. I love the fact that you've got so many different shades in there that would suit so many different skin tones. I kind of wish that she broke them down, like with the budget box, so you could do like shades, if that makes sense. Because with the budget box, I've had a few face palettes that are for really deep skin, which wouldn't suit me. But then I hate to think people with deep skin getting light ones as well. So I feel like it'd be so much better if she did do like a shade kind of match for people. I really like that. I think that is so, so nice. That's so good. Okay, gonna go in with my blush next. I was really struggling to choose between the Cheek of It blush and the Glow with the Flow blush. Well, I feel like people talk about the Cheek of It blush all of the time. But this one, I think, is very, very underrated, so we're going to talk about this one instead. So this is the Glow with the Flow palette. I absolutely love this. You get 5 different shades, and they are so pretty. This one and this one are definitely my 2 favourite shades. So I'm going to mix the 2 of them today. So they are called Light Within and Current Status. Just taking this brush here from She Glam. Now I'm thinking about it, I should have just used p.louise brushes for this, because I've definitely got enough. But I never really thought about it till now. That is so pretty. I think I'm going to tap more of the Light Within shade for this one. Let's get a bit of lighter blush. It is such a pretty formula. It blends out like such a dream. It's so nice. Okay, I'm just going to tap into those again. The only problem with this palette that I've found is it can be quite messy. That's the only issue. I'll show you what I mean in a sec. But I think p.louise products sometimes are a little bit more about the packaging than the practicality. Like, I love the formula, I love the products, don't get me wrong. But like with this one here, it looks incredible, but you're getting less product because it's in the shape of gingerbread. And it's harder to fit your brush in there. Like, my brush is wider than the pans, so it is harder to fit your brushes in there and things like that without them getting messy. So with this one, for example, They are wider, but they still get really messy, and I have to clean these all the time, which isn't too bad to clean, but I don't want to end up wasting some of my product because, you know, my brush doesn't fit in there as well. Still absolutely beautiful product. I still use this every day, but I'm going to be really honest with you guys and give you the ups and the downs of these products. This is how it's looking. I think I'm actually going to do a touch of powder blush on the top because this is supposed to like help to set your blush in. So I'm going to use this one here, which is the My First Crush blush palette. This is so pretty. It's got a full-size mirror in and it's got 8 gorgeous shades. I lean more towards the bottom half of the palette for my shades. I think I'm going to go with this corally one here. This is my most used one and it's called You Give Me Butterflies. I love the effort she puts into like every palette she does. She has so many different imprints on each palette and I know it does cost her more to do that, but I think they're just so pretty and it just makes it more special and it just makes it, you know, just that bit more detailed. So that's how it's looking. I'm just going to grab another brush just to blend this out a little bit better. This is actually p.louise brush. So this is how it's looking, and now it's time for my eyes. If you didn't know, p.louise is well known for her eye base. This is basically the product that broke her out into the industry. It's the first product that I ever used of hers as well, and it is so, so good. So I've got the shade Room 2.5. I'm just going to get a little bit of this on the back of my hand. And then I'm using a flat brush, and we're going to pat this into my lid. Going to outline where my brow is. And then I'm just going to pat this in all over my lid. Doing the same thing on this eye. I'm really struggling to decide at the moment which palette to use, because I have so many different p.louise palettes. I'm kind of feeling like I want to go for like a nice new, like neutral kind of palette. But then again, Paige is all about colour and things like that, so I feel like I should do something colourful. But I'm just not sure. I'm just going to get a little bit more of that product. A little bit goes a long way, so usually when I get some, I literally only get like the tiniest, you can see there, the tiniest amount out. And then work it into my brush and then onto my eye from that. So I've decided I'm going to use 2 palettes to create this look. We're going to go in with the You Give Me Butterflies palette and the If Looks Could Chill palette. So I'm going to go in with the butterfly palette first. This is what it looks like. It's absolutely stunning. I really want all the different palettes from this range because they have so many beautiful ones from this range. And I'm just going to start running one of the greens, which is called Autumn Wind, through my crease. I'm literally just getting a tiny amount because they are so pigmented and they're so pretty. I'm just running that all the way through my crease and then blending it out at the top. I'm going to do the same thing on this lid. I definitely want to do a cut crease with this look today because that just feels like a very p.louise thing to do. I'm going to take the shade Willow Wonder, which is like a really, really pastel green. And I'm just blending out the edges using that shade. Very, very delicate, but really, really pretty shade. I'm actually so hungry right now. Okay. This is how it's looking, and I'm so here for this so far. I'm going to go in with a little bit of a deeper green, which is called Evergreen. It's a little bit darker, and we're going to go in with my outer corner with this and start to blend that out. I love how seamlessly all of p.louise's shades just like blend into each other. And this one too. This is now how it's looking. I'm going to be taking the p.louise Cut Carver and we're going to actually do a cut crease. This for me was one of my ultimate favourite and still is one of my ultimate favourite p.louise products. It's an absolute game changer. So I'm just dipping my brush into this. There we go. And now, let me take my mirror. I'm going to stencil out where we don't want the product to be. So we're going to start here in my inner corner and we're just gliding this across my eye through my crease. Like that. I'm going to do the same thing on this eye. It's honestly one of the most effective ways to remove product. So much better than doing it with like Vaseline or anything. And it's so precise as well. And I'm just going to grab a cotton bud quickly. And then we're using this to get rid of that product. Just gliding that along the edge there. We don't want any product from that cut carver left behind either, because then it can end up breaking through and looking oily throughout the day, and it just is not the one. And then do the same thing on this eye. So that is how it's looking. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go back in with that p.louise base, and we're going to cover the area we've just removed using that base. So this is now how it's looking now I've finished that cut crease there. We're going to go in with the If Looks Could Chill palette now. I'm going to take a really nice pretty light blue. I think I'm going to go in with this shade here, because this one is so pretty. It's called Freeze the Picture. We've also got, in case you didn't know, there's also another layer to this palette, which is one of the reasons I love those palettes, the double layered ones. And I'm just going to lay this across my lid there. Just a little bit of that product there. I'm going to do the same thing on my other lid. And then I'm going to grab a lighter shade. So I think I might go in with the one next to it. Yeah, I'm going to use the one next to it, which is called Winter Wonder. Just a little bit lighter. And then I'm patting that one in next to that. And then I'm going to go with the shade Snowfall, which is like nearly a white, but it's got a hint of blue in there. And I'm just blending that one next to that, right into my inner corner. I'm going to bring it in a little bit closer, just so you can see a little bit better what I'm actually doing here. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. This is how it's looking, and I want to add some shimmer to this. So I think I'm going to go in with the shade in the Butterflies palette, which is called Rosebud. It's a gorgeous white. I'm just going to apply this right into my inner corner. There and there. And then what I'm going to do, I want to go in with a bit of a shimmer between that green and blue. I've not decided which one yet though. I'm thinking one probably from the blue palette. I'm thinking maybe Icicles, because it's a bit of a bluey green one, so it's kind of in between the two for the colour. I think I'm just going to zoom out a little bit more, because I feel like it's kind of making the lighting a little bit odd. I'm just going to tap that over there. Oh, that is such a pretty shade. It's so delicate, but it's so pretty. I'm just tapping that over there like that, and the same thing on this side. This is now how it's looking. It's a super pretty, simple pastel look. Now we're going to go in with the lip. p.louise actually doesn't have any mascara yet, which is so frustrating. Hopefully she will soon. So I can't actually do that, but we're going to go in with the lip next. So for my lip liner, I'm going to use the shade Bake My Biscuit. I love the ombre effect on these pencils. They're so pretty. I've not actually used this one before, but I have used her liners in the past. So nice. I actually really like that shade, that's so good. Okay. Okay, so I've now lined my lips. It's a really pretty shade. I'm going to go in with the lipstick. So this lipstick, I don't even know what the shade is. It doesn't have a shade name on it, but it reminds me of the MAC Bullet lipsticks. Apart from this one feels so expensive. It also reminds me of the Doll Beauty ones, very similar, apart from this has got the gold accent on it. So it says p.louise round the edge there, and then when you lift it off, it's actually got a magnetic lid. which I love. You can hear the magnetic part of it there. And then when we actually put this up, it is so detailed, it is so beautiful. I'm so obsessed with this lipstick. It's such a beautiful shade as well. I've used this so many times. And then let's apply this onto my lips. It is literally so pretty. I think it goes really nicely with that lip liner as well. I really like that. I love that combination. I think it looks so pretty. So this is now the final look of my full face of p.louise. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I've actually really enjoyed doing it. I feel like with so many brands, I have so many products from them, but I never actually sit down and do a full face just using that brand. So I find these so interesting. If you got any video requests, do let me know in the comment section down below. Maybe a full face of another brand, things like that. Other than that, that is going to be it from me for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!